Six Nations 2024, folks. Round number 2. The bookies said 34 points. The rugby forecast algorithm said 34 points. And it's 36, so pretty close. Ireland, very, very comfortable winners over the Italians in Dublin. We'll go over some of the key events and some stats. But yeah, this one I think went pretty much according to the script. Ireland could have had a lot more points. They'll be maybe a little bit frustrated with some of the errors, but it's hard to be frustrated when you're sitting here 2 rounds into the competition with maximum points, eyeing up what could be a potentially very rosy end to the season, but start to the international season, I suppose. But yeah, man, it's very, very convincing on the scoreboard. Italy missed the chance to score points early. They had a very kickable chance for 3 points. Garbisi just pushed that one wide, which was a little bit unfortunate. All came from a Craig Casey kind of kick out on the full. That was, I think, literally the closest they got to scoring points, because there was no other shots at goal for them, and they didn't really have like a genuine try scoring out on the try line opportunity. Not really. And Ireland punished them. A few minutes later, 15 phases. The phases thing is just what Ireland do, and I think that one starts from Hugo Keenan. What did he take a mark or something and just go quickly at the back? Just confident play. Caelan Doris is captain for this one. Also showed a bit of a ruthless streak. Wanted to get more points. And sure enough, man, 15 phases. Ireland go over with Crowley. Able to finish off the try. Only thing that let him down, I suppose, is the goal kicking ended up at 50-50 this week for Ireland. But overall, I thought he pulled the strings really well. So 5-0. Almost a quick fire double, but James Lowe knocks on after a 5-metre maul. Looked like it had them in for all money. That's one blown try. There's a few more, but as I said, you can't be too disappointed. But it could have been 40 plus. It could have potentially pushed 50. Few charges down. Crowley got charged down. Varney got charged down. Neither side was really looking totally slick, but the Irish scrum stood up well after being put under the pump a little bit by the Italians, by the French last week. The scrum starts to get on top. And then you get Crowley pulling the strings. You get Henshaw with hands on the ball. McCloskey with hands on the ball. And Dan Sheehan finishing off another nice Irish move. So 12 points to 0. It's pretty much looking like it's over. You can tell. You could tell pretty early on. Italian lineout starts to get pretty messy. Irish scrum continues to pump. Ireland not opting for threes, like I mentioned. I mean, Caelan Doris, obviously under instructions from Andy Farrell, but yeah, not opting for any threes. They maul it. McCarthy goes close. Some phases. Jack Conan goes over from a third. So they're not quite in bonus point territory by halftime, but they could have been. They could have been. I mean, Baird got himself into a bit of space with a big line break before halftime, which was kind of pleasing because Ryan Baird, you know he loves to gallop. But halftime, it's 19-0. Possessions, 59% Ireland. They've had 292 run meters to 155. And just so many guys carrying for Ireland. Like I said, 292 metres. You got Keenan with 44, Henshaw with 30, Lowe with 33, Crowley with 45, Baird with 33. So it's not like one guy has got 150 metres or something. It's a team thing. It's just relentless, which is a word we often use when describing this Irish side. Second half, Baird and Ryan conceded a couple of penalties. So they'll be a little bit frustrated with that. But could Italy take advantage of the Irish mistakes? No. Line out, not straight. Then they concede a penalty from the resulting scrum. And that scrum penalty leads to a maul. Ireland kick it out for touch. And that maul sees Sheehan go over. So it's directly an Italian error being punished by the Irish. So pretty sweet maul. 24-0. Almost got another one. How Varney managed to stop Sheehan from going over in the corner, I don't know, but it's okay because they go 23 phases later and Henshaw is able to burst over again. That one started from a Keenan line break. He looked really sharp before he got subbed. Gets worse for the Italians. Minicello gets yellow carded for a trip on James Lowe. Ireland scored during the yellow card. Only the one try, which is one I think they'll be a little bit disappointed about, that they couldn't punish further. Garbisi kicks it out on the full, and then 7 Irish phases. Seems James Lowe reach over, so goodness me, 29-0. Yeah, Ireland make a bunch of subs, which I think maybe gets things a little bit disjointed, which is often the way. Like, a lot of the changes for this Irish side came on the bench. So, yeah, they could have had a few more tries. I mean, they did get one more through Kelvin Nash. It's a pretty nice one. The hands finally stuck. Gibson-Park who'd come on to McCloskey, who had a couple of good link-up plays in this game. Crowley had been shifted out of his position to fullback. Back to Gibson-Park to Nash. So 36-0, that's the final score. Gibson-Park could have had one at the end with a knock-on, but there's a few knock-ons, a few forward passes. Certainly not top gear from Ireland yet, and yet they still go 36-0. Didn't look like conceding points, barring the 3 that they missed from the tee. So, yeah. I don't know how you rate the Irish performance, but they seem, after 2 weeks, just to be at a level above everybody else at the minute. So, yeah, run meters 580 to 244. Dominant, possession 63%, territory 57%. Clean breaks 12-1. Defenders beaten 35-17. Like, honestly, you look at all those numbers and think there should be more tries on that board. I don't mean to be a downer because it's a hell of a performance, but just saying, I reckon Andy Farrell will be looking at this with a mixture of satisfaction, but also wanting more from the side. And Italy, man, 14 turnovers conceded to Ireland's 12. How do you get more turnovers conceded when you had 37% ball? Yeah, they were it's way too many errors. The line out was 12 from 12 from Ireland, which is pleasing because it's an area of focus going into this competition, whereas Italy were 9 from 14, and some of those 9 were really messy. Penalty counts actually 11-8, with Ireland conceding a few more. So a few soft penalties, a few forward passes and whatnot. Could have had an extra 7, 14, 21 points. But it's a big old bonus point, and after 2 weeks, easily top of the log in the Six Nations. Individuals, I mean, James Lowe gets man of the match with 116 metres, 4 defenders beaten, 4 clean breaks, a try. Keenan has 82 metres and 8 defenders beaten before he goes off. Crowley has 64 metres, a clean break, it beats 4 defenders plus his try. Missed a couple from the tee, it seemed to be a bit windy. Doris is the top Irish tackler with 9. Capuozzo had 4 defenders beaten and 80 metres at the back. Zuliani made 20 out of 20 tackles in a losing shift. But yeah, tough day at the office for the Italian lads. Solid enough from the Irish. Home to Wales in a fortnight's time. Also looks like an uphill battle for the visitors in that one, but we'll have to wait and see. And the Italians are away to France. There you go, folks. 4 a.m. kickoff for me here in NZ. And yeah, I'm going to go have a coffee, I think. You guys let us know your thoughts on the game, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. See you later.